I'm back. I'm at the Copley Mountain staging area. Oh, there we go. I don't hear the fuel pump start on this, which is interesting. I'm used to hearing fuel pumps kind of wind up. I backed the compression off, 2 clicks. Cannot be easier. There's a little thing right on top of this left fork tube. Compression, turned it 2 clicks. We'll see how I feel after that. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait around for this guy though. Sorry, dude. I've never really done the 1-finger brake thing before, but you definitely can on this. And I hope that wasn't a bee that just flew in my helmet.
Bees everywhere! God, they're huge! They're ripping my butt!
Is there a bee in my helmet?
They're huge and they're sting
I can't see. I think he bounced off. I guess we'll find out in a minute if he stings the shit out of me. This sort of reminds me of my BMW in a way that everything just feels really precise. It feels like it's just machined to a, you know, perfection. I know Japanese brands are known for reliability, and I do think they're really good, but this thing just feels, I'm a retard and don't have the proper vocabulary. It just feels really precise is the best word I can come up with. Definitely feels better after 2 clicks off the compression. Oh, it'll loft. She'll loft real easy. Just a little blip is all it took to get that front wheel up. Oh yeah, 1 finger on the front brake. Feels good, just a little extra stopping power. I'm not worried about causing a washout. God, the brakes are so fucking good. Have I said that already? I feel like I have so much control. Just very well controlled. I can go just as fast or slow as I want to, very easily. Like if something goes south here, it's going to be 100% my fault. Because I feel so well in control. That is definitely a confidence-inspiring feeling out here. This terrain can be pretty harsh and unforgiving. It's really loose and rocky and very hard. It's not a place you want to go down. Okay, here's our water bar. See if we bottom. Nope. No, I didn't hit it properly. I was a little afraid to blip it because it comes up so easy. Oh! Yeah, did not bottom. Alright. Stock suspension good enough for a thick boy like me. That's pretty awesome. Anything else, I'm pretty confident can I be handled by the clickers. Yeah, I just feel completely connected to the machine in a way that I haven't previously. Whether that's good or bad, I guess depends on your perspective. I'm not going to say as a pro or con at this point, but I can make a comparison. My R1250R feels this way on the street. It is completely connected to the street, and I feel like I'm always, again, in complete control and I feel every little thing, but not in a bad way. The machine responds to my inputs so easily, and it allows me to ride in a way that I probably, you know, beyond my ability, because the bike is so much better than I am. And this feels the same way for the dirt. I feel so in control and confident. If this bike has a problem, it's going to push me to ride beyond my ability, because I can feel that it is so much better than I am. This bike is surprising me in ways I didn't expect. So I expected to just have this mind-blowing burst of power, and for this thing to be kind of unwieldy. The lightweight I expected, but I can just say it feels every bit as good as I hoped. To be on a bike this light off-road, it is tremendous. It feels, like I said, it feels like a mountain bike. I'm not having to pedal. But what is really surprising me is this feeling of just total control. and confidence. I don't just mean confident that I can pick it up when I drop it because it's light, but just riding it around, just so connected and planted and doing every little thing I want or ask it to do. I am surprised how good the fueling is. I expected the fuel injection to feel jerky. It doesn't feel quite as good as a carb on my DRZ. There's a slight, well, is there? Am I just looking for things to pick? It's really responsive. I don't know. It feels pretty fucking good. So here's the really steep, nasty bit down to the creek. I usually like to compression brake my way down this. We're in second gear here. Feels a little bit fast, but making it work. Alright, baby, here's where you're really gonna get dirty. Sorry in advance. I hate this part. Well, there's another place the lightweight really shines through. I didn't feel nearly as bad. Oh, that felt really good. It lofts so easily. Oh, it jumps. You can just barely blip it, and it just wants to loft and go over the jumps just perfect. And it's not bottoming. Oh, that was high speed. It felt awesome. Holy balls. This thing is good. It's really good. Oh gosh, it's so good. Here's what I mean, it's gonna make me want to ride too fast. I'm getting a workout. It's good, I need it. It's the most fun form of exercise I've ever done. Dang, this thing feels so good. Most fun workout of my life. A lot of people today. Glad to see people out here enjoying this amazing area we have. Thank you so much to those who helped to maintain this. Let's try the whoops. Definitely hit them faster than I've been able to previously. Alright, let's take a little pit stop. I need a drink. Wish this had a neutral light. Alright, be back in a bit. As you may or may not be able to tell, it is very busy out here today. Lots and lots of people. It's awesome to see though. Glad so many people are out here enjoying this. I am going to take my usual sort of test evaluation route and go up Trail 17, even though I'm almost certain I'm going to encounter other people on it. I still haven't gone up this one yet, this little single track. Really curious to explore that. But like I said, this one gives me a solid basis for comparison, since I've ridden this trail many times. Just me. That's why we gotta be careful. I hear a weird intake sound. It must be the reeds. Oh yeah, can loft right over those. This thing is so light. An arm pump. This thing's fast. Never caught air off all those water bars like this. Really trying to watch out ahead of me today. Definitely feel like I'm hitting this stuff at a speed I've never been able to before. Gosh, that felt so good. Oh my goodness. 14. I'm not going exploring today. This is my initial impressions. Right, I don't want to get into a situation on the brand new bike. I also feel like it's very easy to go from seated to standing. It's a very natural position. I'm almost already kind of in a half squat, and so standing up feels really easy. I can two-finger the clutch. The clutch pull is not as soft as I thought it would be. It's hydraulic, has a very consistent feel, but it's not soft. This thing has no right to feel as good as it does on the street for how good it feels off-road. If it weren't for the vibrations, this would be the best feeling dual sport I've ridden on the street. The vibrations definitely make it feel like this would probably not be much fun for long periods of street riding, but aside from that, it feels really good. Again, the only place I really notice the vibrations is in my feet. It's there in the handlebars and my butt, but hardly noticeable unless I really think about it. It's in your feet though. You feel it a lot in the feet. I have a feeling I'm going to leave this thing stock for a while. It feels perfectly good for me. 100% bone stock. So easy to loft the front wheel. Oh gosh. This is amazing. It's so light, it just flies over the stuff. It jumps so easily and never bottoms. Remarkable. With proper dirt tires, this thing is going to be a absolute trail slayer. Gosh, there's a lot of traffic on this trail. Fuck's sakes. I'm going whichever way he doesn't.
Move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way.
Alright then. Going this way. Yes, I got ahead of him. Yes! Mission accomplished. Yeah, I'm very interested to explore some of the single track out here. I have never ridden any of it. A little hesitant to go by myself. This might be a controversial statement, but I actually think this bike is easier to ride out here than the other bikes I've been on. Despite the fact it's a race motor with, you know, sometimes I can't get a fist up. That's what she said. What was I saying? Oh, I was making the absurd claim that I think this might actually be easier to ride out here than the other bikes. The reason being, you just have so much control. The power is not unmanageable, and that's my big takeaway from riding this bike today. I feel so completely in control of everything. I never feel like the bike's getting away from me or doing something I didn't expect. I feel so completely connected with everything. The brakes are just tremendous. I never hear anyone talk about the brakes, and I'm surprised. Either this is just normal braking and the bikes I've ridden have brakes that are completely fucked, or this thing just has phenomenal brakes. It's given me so much control and confidence through everything. The stock suspension's good, certainly good enough for my kind of riding. The power, it's got a lot of power, but it's not unmanageable. And if you thought it was, then get a 350. And granted, this is a really expensive motorcycle, so it should be better than any of those other ones, but I guess I had this perception that this was going to be some sort of wild monster and dangerous and hard to ride, and it's the complete opposite. I know, I don't know, from what I have read and watched, you can turn it into that if you want to uncork it and do some other things, but even then you're still going to have the suspension and the braking and stuff. It just feels so good. So yeah, this bike has surprised me, but not in the ways I expected. Or I should say, I'm very happy with my experience so far, but just not in the ways I was expecting to be. The suspension definitely feels better after turning those compression, just 2 clicks. I'm sure I could dial it in further. I don't want to mess with it too much. I'm pretty happy with this right now. It's a little harsh, but I can live with it. On this flat stuff, it's not giving me any kind of arm pump. I don't feel like it's jerking me around. It's not tiring me out to ride it. The feeling is good. I didn't bottom the suspension once today. It lofts and jumps over everything so easily. Again, it's control. I feel so in control of everything that I'm doing here. I can blip over and hit it perfectly. I'm in perfect control. And if I fuck up, it's going to be my fault, not some lack of the machine. I don't know, I'm really impressed with this thing. Like I said, just not in the ways I thought I would be. I thought I was going to be all like, oh yeah, it's a monster and it wheelies and I don't know. And it's horrible on the street. It's great on the street. It's fantastic. It just vibrates. That's my only criticism on the street. It vibrates. Other than that, like I said, it actually feels the best of all the dual sports I've ridden. And out here, I'm in so much. Yeah. It's awesome. It's really awesome. So, am I happy with my purchase? You bet your ass I am. Do I like it better than the 450L? Yes. In almost every regard. There are a couple things I like better on the 450L. The 450L has a better dash. Feels way more solid and substantial, probably part of the added weight. A better readout, better display, your average MPG, better ignition. Everything about the dash on the 450 is better. Does that matter out here? Nope. Does it matter on the street? Yep. The 450 has a proper subframe. You can stick a pack on the back or a tail bag and carry stuff. This does not. I'm having to wear a backpack. So now all that weight is on my person. I prefer a tail bag. It's much nicer not having to carry the weight on me. And I may look into what rack solutions there are. I've seen one from Tusk that involves cutting some shit up. That doesn't excite me, but I'll do it if I need to. The person I purchased this from said that Takamoto had a solution.